Hello guys, welcome back to project management series. In yesterday's video, we have built all the features for the admin and the users. In today's video, we are going to build the complete UI for the project management series. So let's start building. First, we are going to design a login page because now you can see. Let's run the server npm run dev. Our backend server is already running. You can see it. MongoDB connected and server is running in the port 5000 and our front end is also running now. So let's open it. Let's copy the URL, open the Chrome. Now you can see currently our app is looking like this. Dashboard is going to be user panel. Then we have logout button. Then my task. When we press to logout, then it will log out. Now we have login page. Here we need to enter email, password, and login button. We have login button, and we don't have an account. Then we are going to sign up. Then it is going to be sign up page. In today's video, we are going to try to build a complete UI for login and sign up page. So let's start building it. First, I am going to use ShatCN. So first, I am going to install the components. So let's close the server, clear the terminal. Sorry, clear the terminal. npx at ShatCN at latest add button. Now you can see our button is added. So let's add another one. Let's add card, then input, then label. What we need other than that? As per now, we need button, card, input, label. That is enough for now. I will install it. It is installing. Yep, our components already installed. So you can see in the components we have UI. Under that we have button, card, input, label, and sidebar is our. Then let's design the login. So first we need to import that which we have installed now. So first we are going to import the card, or we are going to first we will import the button. First I have import the button from the components button. Then we are going to import input. Okay, input from the component UI button. Sorry, input. Then we are going to import label. Yep, from component UI label. Then we are going to import card. Import card from components UI card. Then we will need card title, card description, and card header. So first we are going to import card header, card footer, card header, then card footer. Then we are going to import card title, card description, card title from a card description, card title. Next we need card content, card header, card footer. Between that we need card content. Yeah, now it is fine. We have already imported which we all needed. Then we are going to use it. So let's use that. In the return, I am going to cancel the div and I am going to add the card. So let's add card. Yep, now I have added the card. So let's transfer it to here. Yep. Then we are going to use card title. Uh, I think first we need card header, then card title. Okay, card header. We have card header. Then there is a card title. Then we are going to push this login into your account into card title. Push this into card title. Yep. Now it is card title is ready. Login. We don't need H1. We are going to cancel H1. Log into your account. It is going to be our title. Then we have card description. Let me add card description. It is going to be enter email and password to login. I will add that on the card description. Enter email and password to login. It is perfect. Next, I am going to add card content here. Card, yep, card content. Under that, we will put card content when the form ends. So here our card content will end. Then I am going to add card footer. Yep, card footer. Then I am going to pass this paragraph. Do not have an account. Then AI is going to be sign up. Then I am going to add a class name for it. So class name is going to be color text blue. I think I will add 600 or 500. 600 is better. Then I am going to add underline. Now it is perfect. Then I am going to design our card. Let me see how it is looking. It will look better, but let me check. Okay, let's close that. Let me refresh. Okay, our server is not running. So we stop our server because to install chat chain. So let's run npm run dev. What there is an error import components failure to run dependency. Skipping dependency pre-building error is imported but could not be resolved. I will fix this error later. First, I am going to design this. Then I am going to fix that error. Now we have card content. Then we have form. Then I am going to add a error is perfect. Then I am going to add a class name for that. Class name is going to be text red 500. Okay. Next, I am going to add input here, which we are imported from the chat here. Input. Then we have other before the input. I am going to add label also. So label it is going to href is going to be email. Then label name is going to be email. Then I am going to add input for this. Yep. Then I am going to add label for this also. So let's add label. Then href is going to be password. Then label name is going to be password. It is fine. Then our input is ready. Then I am going to add button. For the button, I am going to add button from which we have imported from the chat share button. Now it is perfect. Now our form is ready. So let's try to fix this error. So okay, Control C, npm run dev. It is running. So let's copy. Okay, there is an error. What is an error? Import button from. Okay, I will fix this error and come back. Guys, Now you can see I have fixed the error. I have added the alliance at path uh, resolve. Then let's open the Chrome. Now you can see our login is completely ready. You can see our card is completely working perfectly, but it is not in center. So let's add it into the center. So let's open login. Next, we have wrapped the card into the div. So let's write a class name for it. Class name, it is going to be flex and justify center. Flex justify center. Justify center. Okay, center safe. Justify center. Then item center. Item center. Let's see is it working or not. Okay, it is coming here. Now let's add it into the main center. Then we are going to edit the sign up also. First we are going to add sign up. So let's open sign up. Justify item centers. Okay. I think we need only justify center. So let's justify justify center. Let me check once. Is it completely center or not? So try to go to login. Now you can see it is in perfectly in the center, but in the above there is no in the center. So let's go and for flex justify center, item center. Then what we need flex justify center, item center. It is perfect. Let me fix in the end. So we have not used the label label from the components label. Okay, let's fix that error. Before the input, we need to use label. We are not using the label here. We need to use this label. Then I'm going to replace this also. Big L label. Then I'm going to rename this also. Small L to the big L. Then yep. Now let me see. Now it is working perfectly. Let's add the gap between this. After that, I am going to edit the sign up. So first we are going to add the gap. So to the form, I am going to add a grid. To form, I am going to add a class name. It is going to be grid. Gap is going to be 6. Then I'm going to wrap the inputs into the div, separate divs, email separate and the password separate. So let's do that. Yep. Next, I'm going to wrap this input into the another div. Next, I am going to add a grid for this also. So for this div, and I am going to add for the above div also. So for this div, for the email, next I'm going to add for the password. What next? Text email. Then we have label. Yep, here we need to add. Then class name is going to be grid and gap is going to be 2. Let's see if it is working correctly or not. Yep, now we can see we have gap between the input box and the label. It is perfectly all right. Then we are going to add this into the center. So let's add that. And I am going to add the padding also. So let's add that. Reset. Yep. Now I'm going to add the padding and then I'm going to center this. So let's add the padding. Class name to that card. I'm going to add directly adding to the card. Class name H screen, then width full. Then I'm going to add padding about 6. Let me check. Okay, when we add width full, it is taking the entire width. So let's check. Height screen is perfect. Padding 6. Okay, let me check. I think we need to add to the div only. Let me fix that. Padding 6 is okay. Padding 6. Then I'm going to add height side screen. SSC screen. Then width full to the div only, directly to the div. So let me check now. Now our card in it is perfectly in the center. Now we need to add the width and height to the perfect. So let's add the width to the card. So let's add class name. Padding is 4, 6 is perfect. Then width is going to be. I think I will add width LG. Let me check. Now it is decent. It is looking decent. I think it is enough for us for the login page. Then I'm going to add this text into the center. So let's go to footer and I am going to add that class name, then flex item center. Then I'm going to add justify center to justify center. Let's check. I can see this is also in center. It is perfectly all right. Now you can see our login page is completely ready and we need to increase the font of the heading. So let's do that and let's move to the sign up. So let's add heading card title. Then I'm going to add the class name. Then font bold. Then text 3XL. Let me check. Is it good or not? Now it is decent. It is looking very good. Now let's add the semi bold to this email. So let's add semi bold to the text description. So class name, then font semi bold. Now it is perfect. Now you can see it is looking very good. Login to your account and we have description and we have email and we have password, then button and do not have account. So next we are going to design the sign up button, sign up page. So let's go to sign up. Then I am going to import same as login. So let's copy and paste that. We are going to import same as the login page. So let's copy and paste it from the button. Copy, then go to sign up. Then I'm going to paste it. Now we have all inputs. Then I'm going to add it. First I'm going to add card. Then I'm going to place this into the last. Then I'm going to add the card content. And in login I'm going to justify format document. So the format document. Now our code looks perfectly. Then I am going to add a card content to the sign up. So let's add card card content, card content. Then I am going to add card title. Then I am going to pass this sign up. sign up to your account. Then I'm going to remove this H1. Now our sign up page is perfectly alright. Then I'm going to add a description. Card description. Then it is going to be enter email and password. Enter your details. Okay. Enter email and password. Password to sign up to create account. Double C S S E O U N T. Then I'm going to add directly here text title class name is going to be font bold. Then text 3XL. It is perfect. Then for the description, I am going to add font semi bold. It is perfect. Then I am going to add a class name height screen. Then I am going to add a flex justify center. Then I am going to add item center. Item center. It is perfect. Then I am going to add a. Then we need card content. Okay, the card description. It is perfect. Okay. We have made the mistake. We don't need card content here. Card header. Then here we need to change that card header. Card header. Then I'm going to add card content now. Card header is perfect. Then I'm going to add card card content. Then I'm going to add below the form. Then I'm going to add a format document. Format document. It is perfect. Then I'm going to add a input. It is going to be input. Then I'm going to add input for this also, which we are importing from the Shaxian. Then we are going to add a label. Before that, I'm going to add a div. So next div. Next, I will cover wrap into the input email. Then I'm going to add a label here. Okay, then label. Label is going to be name. No, we don't need name. We're going to add email. Then I'm going to add a class name. Class name grid. Then gap is going to be 2. Then I'm going to add a class name to the form also. Class name grid. Then gap is going to be 6. Then I'm going to add a another div for the password div. So next add password. Okay, let me remove that. I think I have made a mistake. Wait a minute. Okay. We have three inputs: email, name, and the password. So I have name this as a email. We need name. Name is perfect. Then we are going to add div here, another div. It is going to be email. This is for email. Then I'm going to add a label. Label is going to be email. It is perfect. Then I'm going to add a class name. Class name is going to be same to same grid and okay. Class name. It is going to be grid gap 2. Grid gap is going to be 2. Then I'm going to add a password div. Then I am going to change this to StatCN input. Then I am going to add a yep label is going to be password. Now it is everything is perfect. Let's add class name is going to be grid gap 2. It is perfect. Then I have added the form. I think yes grid gap 6. Now it is everything is perfect. So for my document, let's check it out. We are in the sign up button. Now you can see our sign up is looking very cool, but we need to design the width and the heading, and we need to add the button also. So let's add that. First, I'm going to add a button which are importing from the chat CN. So let's add button is going to be importing from the chat CN. Then I'm going to add a footer called card footer. It is going to be this. Then I'm going to add a class name for the anchor tag class name. Then it is going to be text blue 600 and underline underline. It is perfect. Then I'm going to add a width for the card. So let's add class name padding 6 and width is going to be large. I think it will look perfectly. Yep, now we can see our sign up page is also completely ready. We have valid error. Okay, validation error. Why we have error now? Let me check. Yep. No, we don't have error. Let's add this text into the center. So let's go to footer. Then we are going to add a class name for the footer. Class name. Let's justify center and item center. Now it is perfect. Now we added the our sign up button is completely ready. We have added the card. Then our login is also completely ready. So let's try to login. I'm going to login as a admin at gmail.com. Then password is going to 123456. Then login. Now you can see I have logged in as a admin. In next video, I am going to add a sidebar design and I am going to design the admin panel. In another video, I am going to add a UI for the users also. So stay tuned and hit the subscribe.